This is the Lucky65 V2, and it has lots of improvements in comparison to the first generation. I have owned the first version of the Lucky65, so I'll take you guys through my experience. The Lucky65 is a bare bones kit that's available in several color options. Most of them cost $75, while the milky white color costs $85. So let's open the box and see what's inside. The keyboard comes with a dust cover and some few accessories, which include a rubber cable, a switch and keycap puller, and the user manual. The layout is still the same with a blocker to the left of the arrow keys, and other than that it's a pretty standard 65%. The board feels sturdy, it weighs 1.2 kilos which is 2.4 pounds, and the V1 weighed pretty much the same. The side profile is still the same, and aesthetically the top case is the same, but functionality wise the V2 is much better, as it uses the ball catch structure for easy disassembly, which is just a really good upgrade. If we take a closer look at the underside of the keyboard, then we see that the aluminum weight design has changed to this icy crystal pattern. And to be honest, I preferred the simple gold look of the V1 over this one, but the V2 does have better functionality though, because under the clover is where the wireless USB dongle is stored, whereas the V1 didn't have any storage for it. When we open up the keyboard and look at the bottom case, we won't see much, as the batteries are hidden. What we can see though is the daughter board and the fantastic ball catch system, and I'm so glad that this has become more and more common among keyboard manufacturers, as it just makes tinkering so much easier. The PCB is 1.2mm thick and has perky flex cuts and only supports plate mounted stabilizers. I would have personally preferred a 1.6mm PCB without flex cuts and support for screw-in stabilizers. But the good news is that it supports VIA and QMK, and this is the most important part for many people, and thus being one of the biggest upgrades from the V1. The plate is FR4 and it has horizontal flex cuts, and the Jinmeng V2 plate mounted stabs are lubed really well, so they won't be needing a touch up. So for the build, I went for some cheap ABS keycaps, and I went for the HMX Shinhai switches. So let's hear the Lucky65 V2. So just like the V1, the typing experience is comfortable due to the flex cuts in the plate and PCB, and the sound is also pretty similar, except that the V2 has an FR4 plate that makes it more lively and enjoyable in my opinion. So overall, the Lucky65 V2 has had some major upgrades in terms of VIA and QMK compatibility, ball catch structure, and storage capacity for the wireless USB dongle. I like that all of this has changed, but the general look, sound, and feel is still the same as the original V1. So considering the price tag of $75, then this bare bones kit is an easy recommendation. For some, the lack of a volume knob or screen is a turn off, but for me, the simple stuff is often the best. So thank you so much for watching this review, and thank you to Velocifier Tech for sponsoring me. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, and if you enjoy my content, please subscribe, and until next time, peace.